So check this shit out. This is in relation to it. This is from the CBC, which is the Canadian Broadcasting Company. The government pays for it. The taxes pay for this. How hate is earning money online.
Completely overrun by social justice warriors.
I need your help.
A huge thank you to those who have supported and made this project possible. So,
Lauren Southern, Faith Goldie, Milo Yiannopoulos, Alex Jones, they're all big stars on social media. But here's the question. Are people using hate to make money?
They're not. Okay, first, this video came out 2 days ago. None of them are huge stars on social media because, like them or hate them, they're no longer allowed on social media. They're big stars in spite of social media, which is something and I don't even like most of the people you mentioned, but they're big stars because of social media.
Money online, and is cutting off access the solution? This past week, the controversial Canadian commentator Faith Goldie was kicked off Facebook, deplatformed for spreading what Facebook deemed dangerous far-right content. The PR was great for Facebook, but what didn't get covered? Well, until recently, Facebook was actually offering up white genocide conspiracy theorists as a special category for advertisers to target. The company has since apologized. And now the federal government says it might step in to regulate not just Facebook, but all social media platforms. Let's take a look.
Yeah, we did it, guys. Let's regulate it. Fucking unbelievable. And but the government they're talking about is the Canadian government. Because remember, this is the CBC.
The challenge here. First, why does it matter? Well, the New Zealand mosque.
It doesn't. Next story. Oh, we're not doing that?
We're still doing the
we're still
matters.
okay.
Shooter's manifesto was littered with references to internet culture. He also live streamed the shooting on Facebook. He even name dropped a YouTube star before he killed 50 people. In Quebec City, the mosque shooter obsessively checked the Twitter accounts of anti-Muslim commentators in the months leading up to the attack. But can views like these...
Because, guys, please remember, before social media, nobody ever killed anybody. There were zero murders before. This argument comes by every few years. This is the same. Video games make people do things. Now social media makes people do things.
That's just PewDiePie's fault.
Yeah, it's PewDiePie's fault. Yep.
actually be shut down?
I still don't like. I don't like the way Candace Owens just skated.
Well, that's because she's a leftist, dude. She gets away with whatever she wants.
The
She's a
U.S.
black
Congress
woman.
tried to have a serious debate about how to limit the rise of white nationalism online. And it got hijacked by white nationalists online.
The Second World War is not an argument against white identity.
So, this is red ice. They're talking the red ice. They're using them as an example, which, by the way, means they're going to destroy them next.
Oh no, they've already gone after red ice. Like they've ruined red ice at this point. They can't even make a living for themselves.
2019.
No.
Communist China.
Come on, get with the times.
As the quote.
A YouTube account called Red Ice TV streamed the hearing in real time. Viewers used a feature called Super Chat that can make big money. And some people watching this stream paid...
Fucking...
Look at this.
Look at these.
Look at this.
These motherfuckers, man. They're so bitter. They're so angry that they're failing that they have to go after all the competition.
Remember, again, this is CBC. The government is doing this. Is the government-funded news in Canada.
Hundreds of dollars to pin hateful comments and white nationalist memes. So many that YouTube eventually shut it down.
Yeah,
And
they shut it
one
down.
of the right-wing super
It's like,
chat.
you guys don't. Are you guys doing this on purpose?
They're not self-aware.
Are you fucking antagonizing me?
Pioneers is Toronto's Andy Worski. He makes thousands of dollars through a debate, a series that he calls Blood Sports.
Oh no!
Did you see this coming? You didn't see this guy came in with the heat today.
By the way, I love that they're talking blood sports. It's like a year and a half old.
Yeah, seriously, no one does it anymore.
God, you guys are so fucking behind the curve. But, oh no, Andy, what happened?
Like WWE meets a call-in show. And Worski's show isn't a one-off. Look what happens when you watch one of his videos. Up pops a bunch of similar YouTubers, all
Dude, I'm just trying to see if we come up. That would be
promoting
dope.
themselves as right-wing
No,
truth tellers,
no, we're not up.
revealing what the mainstream media is hiding. After one click, days later,
Keep
a
an eye out
stream
for
of
us, guys.
risky-like
Just keep an eye
channels
out.
is still automatically appearing.
Looks Jesse Lee.
That's amazing.
It's amazing.
I love the people of Canada. There are a lot of white folks up there. They're good people.
on our feed. So what role does YouTube play in all of this?
Yeah, you're right. YouTube isn't doing enough.
You're right. No, they're not
CBC.
deplatforming enough people fast
They're
enough.
not doing enough.
They're not doing enough for you guys.
Canadian pop icon Justin Bieber started out on YouTube, and look at him now.
Humongous faggot. Like,
The biggest walking douche alive.
look at him now. Do I have to? Do I have to look at him? How did they throw Justin Bieber? Who these old fucking boomers at CBC? They have no idea how internet stuff works. They go, that Justin Bieber, he was big on the YouTubes. You guys don't understand it, but you absolutely want to regulate it.
That's the best part, too. No, you're right. They don't even understand what it is, but they want to control it.
But they need to control
I
it.
need to control this thing I don't even understand.
Or use.
That would be like me demanding that they put me in charge of NASA.
Well,
I need to be put, or the Federal Reserve. I need to be put in charge of the Federal Reserve. And they go, well, do you even know how it works?
E-Rap's got a good point. Like guns. Most of these fuckers don't know how guns even work.
Oh, no, they've proven that
Over and over again.
In many ways, it is a no-brainer. YouTube can make you rich and famous.
No,
How?
not really, because we're not allowed, because scumbags like you keep trying to fuck everybody. I
Yeah.
almost said motherfuck. Scumbags like you are motherfucking me.
Well, you can develop a community that can be built into a money-making empire. Faith Goldie's doing it.
Faith Goldie? Faith Goldie?
Rare beauty growing nearer to extinction by the day.
The self-described Christian Canadian nationalist started out working as a commentator on Sun News. Then she moved to Rebel Media. She got fired after she went down to report on that Unite the Right rally in Charlottesville and later spoke on a neo-Nazi podcast.
Neo-Nazi. On your neo-Nazi podcast.
Faith Goldie can no longer
What podcast was she on that was a neo-Nazi one? I'm just, you know, they call her neo-Nazis now.
earn money on YouTube, but her videos still play. It still helps her funnel her
See
fans.
that? It's also not enough.
It's not enough.
It's not enough to take the money away. Why are you even allowed here? Like, they just don't fucking stop.
They don't.
They don't quit.
Her website and other platforms.
Stop using the static effect, okay? This isn't a porcelain video. I love porcelain. He knows it.
Where she can make money, like crowdfunding sites like Subscribestar. For example, for $100 a month, Faith Goldie will call you personally. For $250, you can even join her on a live stream broadcast. Then there's Lauren Southern.
Do you know what Sharia is?
Yeah, Sharia law.
What is Sharia?
Cut off your hand if you steal.
Wrong.
Another Canadian, another former Rebel Media.
By the way, out of everybody, you're gonna. Lauren Southern is the most milquetoast bullshit. Like, really, she's a problem.
Star, who was recently banned from the UK for distributing what the government called racist material. But she's still hot on YouTube with her new documentary.
I was regularly sent images and videos claiming there was a white genocide. There is never smoke without fire.
The doc has been
You're right. They're not killing people. I love, you know, this is the fucking such a leftist tactic. They ignore the meat of what she's talking about. You're right, because you frame it like that. They are actually killing white farmers in South Africa. That's an undisputed fact. That's happening. Okay?
These people will never stop. They'll never stop.
Dude, man, Lauren Southern's annoying and all that stuff, and I get that. But they are actually killing farmers in South Africa. That's a thing that's happening. To sit there and now, you're the white, why?
Like, we just covered yesterday how Minnesota's essentially funding terrorism.
Yeah, no, exactly.
That's okay. That's okay. You take $100 million a year in cash back to Somalia. But God forbid, Faith Goldie's allowed to make super chats. God forbid Red Ice is allowed to get a $5 super chat and somebody brings up a link to an article they want you to read. God forbid.
Viewed 2.2 million times. And how'd she raise the money to film it? Well, she drummed up over $31,000 on her website through donations.
By herself, you fucking cunt. You piece of shit. So what business is it of yours?
You're not allowed to exchange money for goods and services anymore? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, she didn't fucking fleece people like Jim Norton for 60 grand
That
and
was
ride
way
off
more
into the
egregious.
sunset. There's so many other people that lie and say,
She was able to make Farmlands, which objectively, in terms of a film, it was
good
filmed
movie.
very well.
Yeah, it was a good film.
For $31,000, and Jim Norton for double the amount. Sorry, I just
well, let's be fair here.
he had double the amount.
Well, no, but I think that Lauren did. She raised 31 grand, but somebody's
Funded her?
Somebody's buttering her bagel. Let's put it that
Got
way.
it. Got it.
Then there's another.
Boomer used to complain to me about that. She'd be like, I wonder where she's getting all this fucking money. Like, she used to get really pissed off. Like, she was really trying to figure out why where Lauren Southern's money comes from.
Canadian export, the self-described libertarian philosopher Stéphane Molyneux. Molyneux hosts white advocates like this on his YouTube channel.
My notions about race, this notion.
So wait. You're not allowed to even have people on your show? You can't even do that?
Not allowed.
So if I wanted to, if I wanted to right now, if I wanted to have anybody on my show to talk about something you deem inappropriate, I'm not allowed.
Not allowed.
Even if I have them on to disagree with them and maybe or agree with some stuff and disagree with other stuff. We've had Jason Kessler on the show. I probably agree with maybe 1% of everything he's ever said, but that means they shouldn't be allowed to talk about it, right?
I agree with Jason Kessler on the fact that his name is in fact Jason Kessler.
Yes, 1%.
And then beyond that,
but we should be allowed to have on whoever we want, right?
yes. Presumably, yes.
All races are basically the same, began to crumble.
He has almost 1 million subscribers.
I'd like to talk about why black people are terrible. We know, Jared. That's all you got.
Yeah, we know.
It's literally all you
got
have
you, bud.
every day. And why the blacks and the blacks and the blacks? Okay, Jared. We heard you. Jared Taylor is just a well-dressed, more handsome version of Colin Flaherty. Well, I guess I forgot to laugh.
Steve Robinson goes, guys, as Canadian, will you please clip the CBC segment? Yeah, I'll clip this today. Don't worry.
Who he encourages to buy his books and listen to his podcasts, which he says have been downloaded over 500 million times.
Yeah,
and of course,
probably.
at the end of every podcast, he asks for donations.
What is the point you're getting up to here? You're not allowed to make money if you have an opinion? No, I'm really trying. Here's the thing.
They're getting money from YouTube, by the way.
Of course.
CBC,
Of course.
all these legacy media companies get money from YouTube. And they're using their television to lead brigades. They're basically doing televised gay ops. This is televised gay ops.
It is. Absolutely is. You're right. You're 100% right.
Many of those YouTube videos, including some of Faith Goldie's, are not eligible to run ads, which means they don't make money. YouTube only boots people off completely, though, for promoting violence.
We reached out to Faith Goldie, and she told us, and I quote, I am urban survival, faggot.
By the way, YouTube only boots people off for... That's not true.
That's a lie.
Central Happenings Network got booted off. He never promoted violence ever.
Kiwi Farms got booted. And
Middle
I'll
of a
bet
stream.
I will bet you my dick and balls that they didn't ever... Trust me, those Kiwi Farms people, they're pros. They're not stupid. They have been fucking with people on the internet going on almost a decade, and they've fought so many legal battles. Without even hearing it, I guarantee you, whatever they did was not a call for violence. Trust me, Kiwi Farms has been covering their bases for a long time.
Juice Almighty says, guys, Owen's moral compass is consistently inspiring. Thank you for the $2 donation. Let's keep it going.
Alex Jones, the U.S. conspiracy theorist who helped push that fake Pizzagate story, is the biggest star to get banned from the platform.
I hate this smug bitch. Am I alone in this?
So much. I hate this woman.
But he's hardly disappeared. Here he is as a guest on one of Logan Paul's YouTube channels.
This is the new thing.
Over 1 million subscribers.
Just bring over the big man.
No, hold on.
He left.
Well, here's why this is interesting.
He smelled like.
Because like, yo,
Gotcha.
I've
never seen someone that stoned.
Your energy is crazy. It's awesome.
And if you saw the Logan Paul thing, he didn't really go into conspiracy
No.
theories or anything at all, because there was an article written.
What was it like smoking weed with Joe Rogan, man? That's
There was
pretty much the whole thing.
There was an article written, and I want to say HuffPo, but it might have been The Atlantic. Someone will help me out here. That, do you believe Alex Jones is going on a children's a show that children watch, Logan Paul, and they are not happy until you are not allowed to say anything ever. And again, it's like, I was always Mr. I'm not going to buy into this conspiracy stuff. I'm not tinfoil hat. But do you understand when you guys do this, you prove people like Alex Jones right? Where they go, well, you're doing the thing that he said you were going to do to him, and then you're saying, don't listen to him because he's a liar. Raul Zural says, I used to hate you fuckers, annoying commentary, voice, and arguments, but now I have a super change for you boomers. Now dance for me, boomers. Last man standing. Thank you for the $5. We appreciate it.
That's fun. Don't worry, you'll hate us again.
Yeah, it happens.
It's cyclical, like anything
Exactly.
else in
Yeah,
life.
It's like the seasons.
Me to talk about this is BuzzFeed reporter Jane Litvinenko.
Oh,
She
good,
tracks
BuzzFeed.
disinformation.
Oh, she looks like a BuzzFeed reporter, doesn't she?
A big old BuzzFeed report. So basically, to be fair and balanced in the situation, you got the biggest leftist outlet ever. And by the way, BuzzFeed and reporter shouldn't go in the same sentence. BuzzFeed News has had more embarrassing reports come out that have been debunked. BuzzFeed News is the only news organization, this is true, that with all the stuff they were speculating about the Trump report, the only one that Mueller's team came out and says, they're lying. That's not what happened. That's not the case. You guys, the piss tape, you guys have
BuzzFeed
been...
has been caught fucking up so many... Like, BuzzFeed, it amazes me that they're even still around at this point. Because, like, Gawker committed far less grave sins.
Egregious, yeah.
And they got fucking booted off the planet. But yeah, I like the... We turn to BuzzFeed reporter and perpetually outraged Gash. Nice,
Online
nice
with
jacket,
a
lady.
particular focus on social media.
I wish she should fucking click her titties together and go back to Kansas.
How much are we talking about here? I know you don't know exactly how much money people make, but how much money are these white nationalists making?
Look, it's difficult to say, and there's a few different sources of income that people can have on
Let's
YouTube.
go after all of it.
So what you're saying is they shouldn't be allowed to make money because you don't like the words that are coming out of their mouths.
Yes, that's what we're saying.
That's what you're saying.
That's what they're saying.
Okay.
One is advertisement, and that has been really dwindling as YouTube is grappling with bad content that
Ken of the North goes, this is making me angry. Get back to kid throwing.
advertisers just don't want to associate with. But there's also super chats where the fans of the personalities themselves can hand over money.
So what you're
and just
saying is that two adults in a public forum, while not calling for violence or committing any crimes, engaged in a consensual contract in which one person gave another person money for enjoying their content. And we need to stop this.
Of course. Yes.
This is unbelievable.
But sex work's real work.
This is unbelievable to me.
fundraising campaigns to point to. So when that all comes together, really we don't know how profitable this is. But the most popular YouTubers have built houses on this. They've built their entire lives on this.
So they should be homeless and have no lives, because that's what she's implying, right?
Yes.
You're going to have homes and shelter for their families and their
These
children.
people should not have opportunities. You shouldn't allow people to figure out a way to make life for themselves.
But if you fuck your brother or marry your brother, and I think fuck, so he could stay in the country, you could be a U.S. congressman.
So if somebody like Faith Goldie, Alex Jones, if someone gets kicked off of one of these platforms, do they stop making money?
No, the money doesn't stop just because the YouTube monetization stops. What happens is a lot of them are able to say, give me money because YouTube has kicked me off. They're able to go to either their personal websites or any other remaining social media networks that host them.
They just won't stop.
So they shouldn't have a personal website?
They'll
they
never
shouldn't.
Stop.
They should. What do you need to do? Should they be beheaded in the public square?
Yes.
That's what they're leading to. These people should be killed, is what they're saying. They shouldn't exist. They shouldn't be allowed to live. Their children should starve in the streets.
Yes.
Because BuzzFeed News says so. Fuck you.
And rally their base based on that.
So we've all heard about how to get people to stay on YouTube or on Facebook for that
By
matter.
the way,
Get
nice
fear
fucking.
and anger.
You really dolled up for this interview, didn't you? You fucking nice mom jeans.
Yes, seriously.
What a sack of shit this woman is.
Drive.
She does look like she got that fucking jacket from a 1987 Sears catalog.
Yeah.
It looks like it's made out of Kevlar. It looks like it's a terrible Avengers outfit.
She looks like she passed out drunk and woke up in my aunt's fucking closet.
Yeah.
People to get them to stay on longer. But now also YouTube has this algorithm that says if you go too far, you get kicked off. So are people trying to figure out where the line is about how far they can go?
Yeah, it's been really tricky with social media networks to sort of straddle that line between what is hate speech and what isn't.
See, but you just said, you cunt, that they only kick people off for promoting violence. You just said that. In the same breath, you fucking human goldfish, you just said that YouTube said they only kick people off for violence. So you're lying. You're lying right here. In this segment, you're lying.
Because a lot of the time, something that is explicitly hate speech can be said in coded words or sort of veiled language to mean essentially the same thing, but that would pass YouTube censors. So what we're seeing with a lot of these hateful groups
is that they changed their language to adapt, and then we're going to keep going after their words until there's no more words to say. Until you guys could only speak with the appropriate words. However, people that give hormones to 8-year-olds, it's happening now. People that give hormone blockers to 8-year-olds, they, however, will be allowed to get a platform. You can, however, dress your child up, your 9-year-old child up, as a woman when he's a boy, and have him basically do a striptease show in a gay bar while men are throwing money at him. That's fine in this world. That doesn't ruin anything. But Stephen Monalou talking down to people, that's the problem.
I do like that.
Fuck you.
I do like that his name is now Stephen Monalou.
What is it?
Probably the best.
What is it? Sorry.
Stefan Molyneux.
Whatever, I don't care. Say it my way.
Stephen Molyneux.
Molyneux. Now that's what his name is now.
and white nationalists, white supremacists on YouTube, is they will use that coded language.
You know what she looks like? She
You
looks
should
like
actually come back to YouTube as
that would
Stephen
be
Molyneux.
hilarious. That would be hilarious.
Hi guys, I'm Stephen Molyneux.
And now I'm waiting for somebody to make that name effort to pop up in the chat.
Somebody make a Stephen Molyneux.
Do it now.
More.
Molyneux.
It was Monalou actually. It was sorry, Scam Likely had it right. It was Monalou. Is how you said it.
Yes,
Monalou.
yes, you're correct.
Stephen Monalou.
Thank you. She looks like Chelsea Peretti in disguise.
Which to try to get around the algorithm or try to get in line with the community guidelines that YouTube has set.
Is it fair to say that white nationalism is being partly online, is
with
being
this.
partly driven by money?
Oh my God.
Literally everything that's ever existed, you dumb whore, is being driven by money. Am I wrong?
Including you and your agenda.
Everything is driven by money. Your card needs to be filled with gas, that you filled it up with money. The reason you're doing this is because Canadian citizens are giving you their money so you can tell them what they're allowed to see and do.
White nationalism is built on anger, and anger makes money online. So when we ask whether white nationalism is driven through finances, I think it's fair to say that it could be. It could be, financials could be a motivator for white nationalists. And the other piece of this puzzle is that no channel gets 100% of its advertising revenue. No super chat gets 100% of its revenue. YouTube takes a cut as well. And so there's financial incentives for all the parties involved.
And so it's
Is
again.
she saying that YouTube is now
Supports white nationalism.
supports white national? Considering YouTube doesn't let you say anything about anybody ever without getting popped, our entire language has changed on this show, even in the 2 years for us to be able to even do this show. Are you fucking joking right now? They're not doing enough. You're saying they're not doing enough? Jackie Rose, $14.99. I enjoy giving you money for the right-wing racist content. I'm still waiting for that homeless heroin bus tour. It'll happen.
From what we've seen, it looks like a lot of people are making a lot of money on these social platforms, spreading very questionable views. What ideas play the best? If you want to raise your viewership, how?
Hold on, I'm taking notes.
What ideas are
I'm gonna
known
write this
to
down
play?
here. Hold on.
I don't want to give an instruction manual here, but with disinformation in general, what we see is there's a swell around news events and a swell around the latest political commentary. So what seems to be the strategy, it's
Okay, wait. Trump reference incoming within the next 30 seconds. That's my prediction.
to use extremely incendiary language to
Incendiary.
rally your base, to get that anger out of people and essentially get them to act emotionally. And that seems to work across all social media networks, not just YouTube.
Yeah,
Jay
it also
Lopinenko,
seems
thank
to
you so
work
much
with,
for-
I don't know, actual televised news. Seems to work good over at BuzzFeed. How fucking dare you, you hypocrite, you fucking cunt. How dare you?
Stephen Monolou just donated. I disagree with everything you two dusty cunts bitches have to say. Well, thank you.
Thank you very much.
For talking to me.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you. Joining me from Ottawa is John Robson. He's a columnist with the National Post.
No. This is that fucking character in that Netflix show Special, right? This is the dude from we saw yesterday, the fucking cerebral palsy gay guy. This guy looks like he got a little bit of Down syndrome. Like he didn't get all of it,
Almost. He dodged a bullet.
but he got
was
a
right
touch.
there, yeah.
Okay, look, we get the point of this video. We're not gonna play the whole thing. You guys get the point. That's the fuck what everybody's up against now. So again, that's what I think that they shouldn't have done to Owen what they did. It's pretty fucked up, but we do have to go to break. Revenge